I'm Tommy Donovan, and this is the news you may have missed. It's the holiday season, which could only mean one thing. Santacon is on in New York City. This charitable, non-political, and nonsensical Santa Claus event is a lot like many other conventions of its kind, but with a lot more hose. Merriam Webster names gaslighting as its 2022 Word of the Year. This after vaccine was named its Word of the Year in 2021, and their Word of the Year in 2020, pandemic. Are you sensing a pattern here? For the second time in as many attempts, 2014 World Cup champions Germany have failed to move on from group play in the World Cup. As shocking as this news is, most countries actually relieved to hear the Germans are not advancing. A Georgia woman gives birth at an Atlanta McDonald's. She had the baby at McDonald's because she was obviously spending too much time at In-N-Out Burger. Wildlife officials in Oregon help a deer that had its antlers wrapped in Christmas lights. The rescuers removed the lights and released the deer in Portland, where it could get lit with everyone else. Officials in Daytona, Florida are investigating a strange wooden object that has appeared on one of its beaches. They're unsure of the object's identity. The object is the first wood to get exposed at Daytona Beach since spring break. The New York Times has released its most stylish list of 2022. Most notable on the list, John Fetterman. After hearing the news, previous winner, Sloth from the Goonies, called Fetterman to congratulate him. A New Hampshire man accidentally throws away his wife's wedding rings. He eventually recovered the rings after sifting through 20 tons of trash at the local dump. His wife told him to find the rings before any other family jewels go missing. The Iranian man who lived in a Paris airport for nearly 20 years and inspired the Steven Spielberg movie about his life has passed away. Authorities say he died from a terminal illness. New York City is hiring a rat czar to battle the city's growing rodent population. New York Mayor Eric Adams says the rodents must be eliminated to make room for more crime. Wildlife officials in New York catch some rare photos of a white deer in the wild. These types of photo ops very unique because it's not often that white deer wander out of their gated communities. A dog in California falls through a sinkhole and ends up in an abandoned septic tank. Firefighters were called out to rescue the 15-year-old German Shepherd, who they say is now a Shih Tzu. The World Health Organization says they're changing the name of monkeypox to Mpox. They say they're making the change because it just sounds tastier. Pox. The Pentagon has unveiled its first new strategic bomber in 3 decades. It's the B-21 Raider. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says the bomber is the U.S. military's biggest weapon against aggressions since it required preferred pronouns. The Westminster Kennel Club is moving its annual dog show to the USTA Tennis Center. The club says the venue, which is home to the U.S. Open, will be the perfect outdoor venue to hold their event once they hide all the tennis balls. For the first time ever, NASA's Perseverance rover has captured the sound of a Martian dust devil. Its equipment just happened to be recording as the dust devil passed overhead. Here's what it sounded like. Sorry, that was me. Actually, here's what it really sounded like. Sorry, that was me again. Well, anyway, NASA scientists call this revelation a game changer because up until now, this is what they thought the Mars dust devil sounded like. A Virginia man runs a 10K while pushing his 4 kids in a stroller. He completed the race in just over 48 minutes, which won him a Guinness World Record. He said that's the last time he signs up for a 10K without hiring a sitter. An Oklahoma zoo is looking to name its recently hatched penguin chick. The zoo is asking patrons to vote between River, Sandy, or Robbie. These are gender-neutral names since the chick's sex has not yet been determined. Shouldn't they let the penguin decide? McDonald's has announced that it will now be offering adult Happy Meals. The meals will be the same as children's Happy Meals, but they'll come with your choice of a Big Mac, a 10-piece McNugget, and will come in a discreet box. Special thanks to TikTok user Mikester111 for that news you may have missed follow-up punchline. If we cover a story you'd like to punch up, leave your punchline in the comments below, and we'll give you a shout-out if we use it. And that's the news you may have missed. Be sure to like, follow, and share at all those places down there. I'm Tommy Donovan, and until next time, I'll be missing you.